All right, got some of the lines are going. And I got another one on the other side. I can see that I'm a little bit off here, so I'm gonna have to put a square around this because I want this to be cut. I want this to be cut square here. Down, I don't care too much, but I would prefer to see square there to over here because I want to lay a plate over the top of that and across the back of it once I get this cut off, and then I'll attach the piece that I'm cutting off to the plate, being able to move it out more. So I'm going to have to, let me get a T-square and let's get that squared off, and then do some more cutting with this. Where are we? With this. And I'm not going to bore you with all that because it makes a lot of noise anyway, so let me get that done. Alright. Now, we got this off. Let's start. Now what I'm planning on doing is, I'll grind this down to make sure it's flat. Then I'll put a plate, grind this down so it's flat. Then I'll put a plate coming out this way and another one this way, which will give me a square type of angle, and hopefully that square type of angle will fit right into that square right there, and I should be out right about where I need to be. So that's where I'm at. So now it's just a little cleaning up, getting ready to weld, so I'm going to have to clean the edges and things up and get some of that paint off of there, and then get some clamps and get everything clamped in place, and then do what I gotta do. Alright. So what I found here is I found a piece of angle. I found a piece of, angle, but, shit, I don't remember the name of it now. But anyway, you see what it is. I got that there. That's heavy duty stuff. Then I found a couple of these plates. Sure, don't drop it on the toe, they're heavy. Now these are a heavy piece of steel, and these are actually used on a boat. It's like a little standoff that holds a lot of the computer modules to the side of the manifolds. The exhaust manifolds on my 454s, fuel injected multi-port. Yeah. When I put new risers on them, because it came with a 3-inch riser, and I didn't care for the 3-inch riser. I wanted to go with a 6-inch riser. I didn't want to take a chance of when you're slowing down or backing down. If you back down quick, the wave coming back in behind you can get pushed back up into the motor and into the exhaust manifold, and it'll drop down inside, and next thing you know, you're replacing everything. So what I had done was I put a 6-inch riser, and then I dropped the ass end portion where it went through another 3 inches, so this way I had a nice dip and I didn't have to worry about that. But anyway, that's what these are for. These are holding the computer modules and relays and everything onto the exhaust manifolds that run the motor. So anyway, it's a little box, and the box bolts onto this and so on and so forth. But I think I'm going to use this because that will weld right on there. So I can weld that right to there like that. And then the other piece can weld right out here. And I'll take a piece of the angle and I'll put it in there to reinforce it, and then I'll go up with another piece this way diagonally, and that'll help lock it in, and I should be okay. So if I put the camera down, I should be okay. So that's what I'm going to start doing. So I'm going to take this inside and clean it up. I'm going to come back out and clean those up, and I'm going to start tacking things in place a little bit just to get an idea how everything's going to go. And then we should be okay. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Alright. I got to get a I gotta get a helmet that automatically darkens. And again, do I use it enough to even think about it? You know? So anyway, the welder. I'm not going to run any gas today. I'm just going to run the rod. And what do I want here for feed? Let me feed it slow and heavy. Let me go get a cutter. Can't find my snag hammer, so I'll use that one. Yeah, let's get a couple tacks in here anyway. Alright, that should hold. These off. There we go. Alright, let me do what I gotta do here. I don't know if you guys, don't be watching this and going blind. Good old glump, that's good. I don't need it glumpy, but that'll work. This sucks without the gas. I think I need a little more heat. Alright, we're all done. I put this here in there just to kind of hold that, so that's all nice and tight now. And I welded it right into this. Put a nice big old weld in there rather. And there we are. So we're all pretty well done. It's all done. Just got to clean it up a little bit. Get some of that slag out of the way. Whack it around with the hammer a little bit. Prime it and paint it. And then now I got enough there to do what I have to do. Done deal. Took about a half an hour, I guess. A little longer than that once I got started. Took me about 15 minutes to get set up, but we're done. Alright, we have it primed with our John Deere yellow primer. Well, it's not a yellow, but it's John Deere's primer. And I'm not going to actually paint it until I see how it's going to work. And I may put one more cross bracket going on an angle from under the wheel down this way, you know, this way here, into the deck itself. But I already have the one down there, and she's pretty damn straight, and she's pretty tight, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems with it. So I'm just going to leave it like it is for now. We'll see what happens. Put everything away, let that dry. I'll run it around the yard a few times, and if it holds up, then I'll paint it with its John Deere yellow.